Welcome back May Al-Eriani, who's from the Executive Office of the Yemeni Women Union, one of the most powerful and important civil society organisations for and run by Yemenis. Thank you, May, very much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Here today. I am here today representing the Yemeni Women Union, one of the oldest grassroots organizations in Yemen. The Yemeni Women Union is a non-partisan, non-governmental organization with more than 155 centers and 23 branches, serving more than 500,000 women and girls a year. We operate the only 4 women's shelters around the country. We operate the only gender-based violence hotline, and we are the only remaining provider of legal services for women and girls who are victims of violence. Since the beginning of the war, the Yemeni Women Union's leadership decided to take a neutral stand and refrain from being involved politically. This is why we are the only remaining national organization on the ground that has the ability to reach areas in any part of the country. We continue to be united and unfragmented, focused on delivering services to the women and girls who need them. OCHA has partnered with us in the past few years and has given us the support and information needed to successfully reach thousands of people affected by the conflict. Since the beginning of 2018, the Yemeni Women Union has received about $4 million in funding for 4 projects from the unearmarked pooled fund. It enabled us to reach more than 125,000 people. Through these projects, we provided food baskets, cash assistance, health services, social services, shelter items, and safe spaces for children. This fund, unlike previous funds, is distributed faster and allows for more flexibility. It has enhanced our ability and our effectiveness in delivering aid. In previous funding mechanisms, it used to take months to receive the funds, and by that time, the situation on the ground would change, which caused further delays while redirecting the funds to other areas. Mr. Chairman, Excellencies, this event is convening at the same time as 2.6 million women and girls are at risk of experiencing gender-based violence, an increase of 63% since the beginning of the conflict. More than 3 million women of reproductive age in Yemen are facing increased health and protection risks. An estimated 1.1 million pregnant and lactating women are malnutrition because they are unable to access food and medical supplies. The economy is collapsing as food and transportation costs has increased sharply after the recent deterioration of the rial. We listened to Mr. Lawcock's briefing 2 days ago on the humanitarian situation in Yemen, and from what we've seen on the ground, we agree with him. We believe that a widespread famine is on its way. A political solution is the only way out of this humanitarian crisis. We hope for the UN mediation efforts to succeed and for all parties to come to the negotiation table for the sake of the millions of Yemenis who are suffering right now. Most importantly, we hope for women's participation in the peace negotiations to be meaningful and representative of the women who are experiencing the conflict right now. Thank you for holding this event and for raising awareness about the crisis in Yemen.
Well, thank you very much indeed. I think that was an extremely important and powerful statement. Thank you very much to you and all of your colleagues who do so much to relieve the suffering of the people of your country.